Hey everybody, in front of the camera we have the SH Figuarts Avenger Infinity War, god damn that's a long title, Doctor Strange figure. Very cool, used to be an exclusive, now it's a normal release with a few key differences. Mainly it's the hands, I think, but yeah, very nice to finally have a Doctor Strange SH Figuarts. I don't remember him wearing gloves in the movie, but I could be mistaken. I know he had some yellow gloves in Thor, but no fingerless gloves in Avengers. So, really weird. Taking a look at the front of the box, we can see Doctor Strange, interchangeable head, a lot of effect parts, Avengers Infinity War on the front. And a nice picture of Doctor Strange, by the way. Side, Doctor Strange, Avengers, and on the back, Doctor Strange floating, and all his crazy little spells. There's the opposite side of the box. Let's open the box and now see what the figure looks like. And so here the figure is, Benedict Cumberbatch himself playing Doctor Strange. Let's see if we can put the figure up next to his little teleportation effect part, whatever. And there he is standing up. Oh, thank God for that cape. He almost would have fallen over. The cape does move. Wow, it's articulated, which is kind of sad. I wish it wasn't. I wish there was actual cloth, kind of like Mafex. But, you know, if you give a lot, you got to take a little somewhere. So anyways, yeah, the figure feels a lot smaller than I would have imagined. Really nice detail on the his clothing, his robe, I guess you would say. There you can see the Eye of Agamotto, nicely opened. Nice little green gem in there, showing off the time stone, or whatever they call it now. His boots, pretty cool. Yeah, nice coloring. A little brighter than I would have expected, but not too bad. You can see there's some detail in yeah, his little clasp for the cape. That's nice. And then looking at Benedict Cumberbatch's likeness, I guess that's pretty much spot on. But yeah. Okay, so putting the figure down now, let's go into accessories. There are quite a few little accessories, little parts, and it's mainly hands, so I don't know how I feel about that. But starting off, you do get this effect part that's being shown in the back. You get two little standees for it. You've already seen them, so that's there. And then yeah, just a number of different hand parts. I feel like this is the easiest way to go about showing off these hands. Here we have some closed, just regular open palm hands. Here we have a little bit of the fingers spread out, just like more of a casual look. And then we have some more dynamic action posed fingers spread. And then of course we have his famous spell hands. Very different from what's in the comics. Obviously these look more friendly, kid-friendly, instead of doing the satanic, you know, hand gestures, which I really wish they kept, but whatever, that's fine. And then we have the effect holding spell hands, which I'll show off in a bit. Those are, of course, to hold the spell effect parts shown there, and you only get 3 of them, but I guess they're okay. They're nicely made, pretty durable too. But yeah, they have a little peg that shoots out. Very very annoying to touch. I don't know why I said that. It's clear. If I sound really different on this video or on any of these reviews this year, it's mainly because I'm having really bad allergy problems. So my voice is kind of going up and down and doing all sorts of things. So please bear with me. Anyways, you get also an interchangeable head for Doctor Strange. This one seems more serious and stern, while this one is just plain old Doctor Strange looking and staring and doing whatever. Really easy to pop on and off. That's what I've been liking a lot about these SH Figuarts for the Infinity Wars. I probably already posted the Star-Lord figure review, but the parts have been becoming more and more easier to pop on and off, and seeming less and less likely that they'll break. So very, very cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, let's look at articulation. With all accessories out of the way, it's time for articulation, and I want to start with this cape. It comes in 3 parts. Well, 4 if you count the top of it. The collar and all that, that's more of a rubber material, flexes around and whatnot, but it is separate from the actual bendy, foldy parts of the cape. So here's the cape. It's very uneven, by the way, but it does have a folded look to it, and a bit of a design as well. So it comes in 3 parts with a hinge connecting the 2 side panels or side parts, and yeah, very hard. It's okay. I guess I can deal with it, but it's supposed to look like his cape is kind of just flowing in the wind. So yeah. Anyways, going on to the head, you can rotate full 360, but the collar of the cape does get in the way. You should be able to get a bend in the neck itself, forcing Doctor Strange to look down, and then a little bit of a bend looking up, but again, that collar gets in the way. Doctor Strange's arm can bend up about that high. Can do a full 360 rotation, but again, this shit gets in the way, the cape. You do get a double bend in the elbow as well as rotation in the wrist. It's connected by a ball joint, and you can move it like so. Cool. Doctor Strange dabbing. Anyways, torso articulation. It is kind of bare minimum with the what would you call this? His belt, his little, yeah, his belt, basically, in the way. There is no articulation for the Eye of Agamotto. That just stays right there. That's sculpted, but you get a good bend of the torso, like so. Moving on. The rest of his robe covering his legs, it is soft rubbery plastic, so it shouldn't really get in the way of you kicking those legs up like so. And yeah, wow, you do get a good bend. And then you get a double bend in the knee as well. You get some toe articulation, I think. Yeah, toe articulation as well as some ankle pivot, and you can, whoa, he just popped off real easily. So still a bit of a stiff figure, but you can bend the foot like so. Man, that came off really, really easily. That sucks. And then you can go ahead and just do the splits like that. I don't know if that's interesting to anybody. So something I keep forgetting to mention on these figures is that it looks like a lot of these just plain human formed SH Figuarts are going to have the butterfly effect on the shoulder, where you can pull it forward and push it back. So I imagine the Black Widow or Captain America, or who else? Who else is maybe the Thanos figures will have that in the future. Okay, so I changed out the hands on the Doctor Strange figure. One of the hands can hold one of the spell effect parts, and the other is Doctor Strange throwing out one of his spells. So let's start with one of his, I guess this would be considered what? One of his attack spells? Maybe a shield? I don't know. But anyways, hole in the middle attaches to the peg on the palm of the hand, and ploop. Oh, is it on? Can't tell if it's on. It is on. Just gonna push it in, I guess. Man, that's annoying. Anyways, there it is. It's not falling off or anything like that. So that's cool. You get 2 of these. Wow. Came off really easily. That sucks. So a little bit of an issue there. And then, of course, you get the time stone spell effect part. I like that. I kind of wish there was something going around Doctor Strange's forearm or something like that, instead of so much relying on these. But I guess it does. Oh, fell off. All in all, I think this figure is a pretty good buy. Man, there's quite a few things I'm surprised to say that I found wrong with this figure. In terms of articulation, I would say the cape is pretty much the worst part. Although, you know, it does look good when it's just spread out and left alone. That's what she said. But other than that, you know, it's a cool figure. I'm glad it's not an exclusive. But yeah, there's no difference that I can tell between this figure, really, overall, and the figure that we got as an exclusive from SH Figuarts. It is cool to have spell effect parts, but what I realize is that you really got to push these all the way down onto the peg to have them fit. Otherwise they'll just pop off real easily. But they still look cool. I kind of wish, or I do wish, that they had some sort of effect parts going over the forearms. I really think that would have looked a lot better instead of having just this clear plastic. Although I'm not complaining, it's just, you know, having all those effect parts with the price tag of around $45 to $50 for this figure, it would have made more sense to me. You do get a lot of our different interchangeable hands, and I guess that makes sense for Doctor Strange, but you know, having three different pairs of, you know, hands where they're just differently, the fingers are separated differently, that makes no sense to me. And then we got an extra head for him as well, which the expression is very slight. One where he looks kind of angry and he's staring, and the other one where he kind of looks like he has his mouth open and he looks angry and staring. But all in all, yeah, it's a cool figure. I say get it. Is it worth the price tag? No. But yeah, I would just get it. So a really cool addition to the whole SH Figuarts Avengers line, or Marvel line, I should say. And I cannot wait to get more. This is very cool. I like them a lot. So thanks for watching, guys. Hit like, dislike, comment. Tell me what you think. Is this figure is it worth buying in your opinion? And be sure to subscribe. Okay, bye.